All right, there we go. Had to restart something with bitrate settings. Alrighty. Post a new link. Post on IG. Yo, what's good, Dylan? What's good, Kevin? How are you guys? All right, we're just waiting for Price to see what it wants to do here off this opening range move. Again, we do have a bullish bias, as we explained before. This draw did just get met. We still have higher on ES that could be delivered. So gonna be really watching for that to be met next. But let's see how we react. What's good? What's good? Good morning. Hope you guys been well. A little update for you guys as well for the YouTube stream, since I have not been too active in the stream the last 2 weeks or so. We do have a lot of updates coming in the Nano ecosystem, which is what I've built. You guys will get a sneak peek at that, and then we'll have like an official launch date that you guys will be able to have access to. Not going to be a paid monthly subscription. It's going to be a different model you guys will see, and it'll really help most of you guys out. Essentially, it's free, right? But by using your affiliate code, you could submit to get access to resources. I'll make it simple as possible in that way. And it should be fully built out systems and stuff like that with back end and all that stuff. It's not going to be sloppy at all. All right, so in terms of price, just want to see if we can continue past this high. See if we put in a 5-minute gap possibly that we can use, right? If we come flip this lower gap, then we can look for lower prices into overnight lows. But since we are bullish bias, we're going to favor this 5-minute gap to hold and deliver higher. But again, ES looks kind of shaky with these lows down here like this. We do have some SMT, but kind of the same situation as yesterday. So let's see if this 5-minute gap wants to be put in and then hold. How's everyone doing? What kind of accounts are we running right now, chat? What's good? What's good? What's up, SL? What's good, Leon? How are you, bro? Appreciate you guys stopping by. I wanted lower to fire. Yeah, same. It's all good. We're gonna wait for a good pullback and then play off of that. Hopefully. Yeah. And if work, nice. Was there SMT? Yeah. With these lows. These lows here. This low was not taking anything. But let's see if this 5 minute gap wants to hold and then work off of that. That's really what I'm just waiting for. Uh, Leon, are you running any accounts right now? I know you recently got back into futures. And Jason, bro, we gotta catch up. I've been so busy, and I'll explain why we call. I'll show you. No, prop firms, just options. That's good. You should get back into prop firms, man. What's good, Gino? Leon, the reason I say that is because with a couple of funded accounts, you can really grow your capital and then put it into options. Right? Because you don't want to be trading on a small port on options. It's not the ideal scenario unless you do have a bigger port already. I just think prop firms are just the greatest way to grow capital and make active income. No matter what your goal is, as long as you have the skill set, I mean, you can use the money for anything. Lucid has a 50% sale for your first two evals, uh, using code Nano, and then I believe it's up to 40% on the rest for up to five. I prefer the flex accounts. That's just what I use. The pro accounts are better, I will admit. But the flex get the job done for me. But 50k flex accounts, that's what I use. A 5 stack. What's the profit split? 90%. It's all the same. Profit split is all the same for every firm. The profit split is bullshit. It's the way they market it is crazy. That's just their way of taking money back. Check them out. Yeah, they're good. They're very good. They have the TradeC platform as well, which I don't use personally. I will put that out there. I use Tradeovate because it's just what I am used to. Um, but yeah, they're a very good firm. They pay out instantly, like literally within request. You get payout within minutes. What's good, Ensep? How are you? Good to see you. Hope you've been well, G. Appreciate you guys stopping by. This 5 minute gap is getting some delivery here. We could see that we're starting to get a close. This is literally looking like yesterday. The only thing I don't like is how ES is leading so aggressively above this high already. I really want to see price rebalance back in this 5 minute gap first. So I'm gonna just stay patient. Especially since we took this high already. Let's wait for more and then go off of that. It's okay if we miss the move, right? And let's say ES wants to gravitate closer to that high, then we will look to just play off of the next continuation. That's it, right? Or if we get some kind of clear sign of reversal, we could look to play back into the range. Chilling, always good to be part of this with you and the community. Appreciate that, man. As you know, we got some big things planned if you heard about some of the sneak peeks. And with that, there'll be a lot of giveaways coming soon. So be prepared for that. Be on the lookout. I'll most likely run them on my Twitter or my Instagram, probably both. So just be on the lookout for that if you guys are not following me on Instagram already. Damn, price is pushing here. ES is just straight up while NQ had this deep retrace out of nowhere, and then this is literally a repeat of yesterday. The SMT, the quick move off open, right? That quick pump that we had, and then the continuation. So let's see. Anybody take any overnight trades? Once again, overnight session wasn't so bad. I mean, 3 a.m., right? The only thing that we failed to do here was sweep the Asia, so like the London move wasn't supported by much. Going into 3 a.m., right? We put in this range, which is also something to note. If we do come back down, let's say we do flip this 5 minute gap for whatever reason, it's going to really open up my interest down to overnight lows in this gap down here. Reason being is because this move in London is not really supported by much, meaning there was no liquidity ran besides this SMT down here, right? Which is valid. It's completely valid. As we can see, structure is starting to play out, right? But if we do come back down, then that old SMT could act as a draw. So damn, price is pushing here. All right, price is tracing here a little bit. Let's see. what I'm really gonna be interested here, chat, is the 5 minute gap first. I want to see that 5 minute gap get met into, which is gonna be a very deep retrace off this move up, considering we had a move up, retrace, higher high here. So if we start to flip in terms of structure, this can flip pretty quickly. Right, if we come down in this 5 minute gap. Make sure to leave a like on the stream, guys. Make sure to have notifications on as well for future streams. I'm gonna be having a set schedule so you guys will know exactly when. But until then, just make sure to put notifications on. Damn, I'm kind of hesitant to long. I'd like to see something closer to 10 a.m., like put in a 15-minute gap, rebalance a 15-minute gap. I just feel like we haven't had a real retest price on the ES. All right. Almost 10 a.m. This is exactly what happened yesterday too, right? We put in those 5 minute gaps, um, or just that 1 minute continuation sequence that we took early on without a proper rebalance on that higher time frame gap, which when we went more aggressive in our BE, that ended up hurting us yesterday if you guys took that in the Discord. So I think today's gonna be the same thing, right? Where you kind of get faked out up here, and then we do end up come rebalance in that 15-minute gap, and then probably get our continuation entry off that if that's what price wants to do. Otherwise, I do think the scenario, if we do displace lower, for whatever reason, we could obviously open up interest into these lows. But I'm leaning upside. Appreciate the likes, guys. I see them coming in. You guys are some G's. Damn, pretty lethargic open after that first couple minutes. Damn, Young Rick successful, locking in a second payout. Back to back. Let's go, baby. I don't know if he's in here. Super fire. What's good, Trap? Mm-mm-mm. All right, we're coming back down here. We got 4 minutes until 10 a.m., which we're going to be waiting for this 15-minute gap to hopefully be put in. Like we're talking about, this is that rebound. So we're talking about probably make that 4-hour wick in that 15-minute gap, and then probably deliver higher is what I'm going to anticipate. And then out of that 15-minute gap, we'll look for some kind of continuation. So going into these next couple minutes, hopefully we create some kind of gap. Maybe we come sweep this internal low, and then we get this move back up. ES is super strong, so hopefully we see ES retrace as well. ES is a lot stronger. Just by eye, we can see doesn't want to move. Right, this is why I always exercise my students' patience. Right, every day we come in with the mindset of waiting for what we exactly need to see. Right, and if things are not clear or in alignment, we don't trade. All right, we got 3 more minutes. All right, let's see price start to showcase here coming into 10 what it wants to do. Appreciate the likes on the stream, guys, again. You guys are some G's. All right. 1 minute. All right, we're close to 50-minute gap. Let's see what price you gonna do. Imagine it doesn't tap this 15-minute gap, it just goes. Chat, I'll be so pissed. Like ES doesn't want to retrace, it just wants to sit sideways. Just flagging. I think we're gonna get something here. The more this doesn't react to lower, it's showcasing that price wants to hold these areas. Come on, price. We're so close to this 15-minute gap. Right, well, we could see if price is really strong. What's going to showcase is we're going to tap on NQ, right? Have a bigger retrace into this gap while ES just taps and goes, and that'll showcase price being really strong. And that'll really give me an upside bias, like full confirmation, right? Because logically speaking, if NQ is weaker, right, then we want to see a bigger retrace and then a good rejection from that area, and then while ES holds the upper portion of this gap, right, showcasing that ES is stronger. Right, we can see here, we might not even need to tap the gap. If price comes back above this, right, especially with this OB created here that we kind of rejected from on top of this inversion, then I'm going to be looking for follow through higher. If you guys have any recommendations of any videos you guys would want me to do, let me know in the chat because I'm open to taking some ideas to put them into the schedule. So now would be a good time if you guys have any ideas on anything you guys want. It could be psychology based. It could be like give me topics, specific topics. What's good? Is that young, rich, successful? What's good, bro? How are you? Young, rich, successful is a rich man this morning. Fat payout. Yes, sir. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Chill, chill. Blessed man to see what? Bro, yes, sir. All right. I'm watching here if we get this close, which we did not yet. What we'll target is that ES gap. That ES level, I mean, for the day. And 31's kind of far. I like this volume imbalance. To fill this volume balance at 970. I mean, we could even take on ES. It's just that it's so strong. I'm taking on NQ.
Order filled.
All right. I'm in this. All right, my bad, guys. I'm just typing it in the Discord. This looks like a good initial reaction, so I want to see a good fall through through this NQ high here, and that'll pretty much confirm the rest of this move, I think, into this ES volume bounce. But again, not much to really work with this morning in terms of a clean setup, but kind of had to nitpick for this a little bit, but everything lined up what we want to see. That 15-minute gap rebalance, right? That was off the open. SMT supporting this move. We have the good closure through this 1 minute, right? Not directly closing, but I saw that ES was getting a good strong close through this high, right? So it's kind of convinced in the draw. So for RR purposes, right, I didn't want to wait. Glad we didn't, right? Because look at this next candle come through. And there we are. So did we all take this chat? Just put my fill. Took W. Yeah, let's hope this plays out well. Don't really see why not, right? There's a good 5-minute closure through. ES looks good. We have the 15-minute rebalance. SMT at lows to support this 15-minute gap. We have a draw higher. I mean, this could be one of those continuations that could fail, right? But if it does, then we'll reevaluate price and we're most likely just offside. Which being offside is better than being in the right direction and then getting stopped out, right? We have a good invalidation point. So if we're offside, then we could reevaluate, you know, if we want more downside or not, and then go off of that. But what's good, Space? How are you, bro? Chilling, can't complain. W. Are we getting a good push here, chat? At this ES high, I'm going to take a partial. Like I told you guys, I'm going to take most off. I have 5 micros. I'm going to take off 3 and then ride the rest higher. What's your ultimate target? Honestly, don't know. I want to see how price moves, but we're going to just anticipate higher draws regardless into where price... what I'm thinking next is possibly this 4-hour gap fill, which is probably our next. And then we have this 4-hour gap here. We have the midpoint of this gap we could use. It's just that price is likely to go higher. All right, so I'm taking a partial there. Very
Order
nice.
filled.
So BE and partial. Right, the reason is we are in such a premium that the continuation here could likely reverse back here after taking the draw. All right, so we're risk-free. We have a partial in. We're right on the direction so far, right? We positioned ourselves where we made our money, and now we're trying to capitalize on the rest of the move. So now we just manage our position, right? Break even. We took a partial, and we let the rest of the session play out. That's it, right? We did the hard work. The hard work was staying patient, waiting, right, and then executing that. Right? If you got lost in the sauce over here, right? You got oh, I'm gonna long this, you chase this, right? This comes back, it stops you out because you're heavy size, you don't have proper stop placement. Then you hop in on the continuation here, but you know, I mean, even here with an invalidation point here, you were saved. But you know, let's just say that, you know, since we ran this high again and we came back to swap this low, right, which was that initial 5-minute gap, you would have probably gotten stopped out, right? Because you didn't wait for the higher time frame gap to rebalance into. Right? It doesn't always have to do that, right? But that's the ideal scenario. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys show some love in the Discord too. I know everybody's in here on YouTube, but I'll be posting these in Discord. We've been on an absolute heater the last 2 weeks as well. Absolute heater. You guys can vouch if you're in the Discord. Make sure you guys post on the profit section if you guys took in my Discord if you guys are not already in. W execution, W patience, appreciate it. I think this trade was very well managed in terms of break even stop placement, which was technically a mistake that we did yesterday. Today was the day to actually do it. Since we were in such a premium, it was the same kind of thing, right? We already took the target. Our trade management today is a lot more in alignment with what yesterday should have been. Because yesterday ran all day and we got stopped out break even, and then it just dipped a little bit and then it just went all day. let's see how this plays out. What do you guys like to do in your free time? It's kind of a broad question, but I'm genuinely curious. Outside of trading, what do you guys do? So I know everyone from trading. I'm curious what else you guys like. Registered nurse. I think you told me that before. I remember that. How's that going? You enjoy what you do? Pretty sure it's a good feeling to help people every day like that. Great in data analytics. Nice. Yeah, we can see Price here picking up some strength on NQ. What we could see happen is NQ starts to take over in terms of strength, which is what looks like we're seeing. And then NQ starting to deliver now. You see NQ getting stronger. Fixed hospital bed systems? Damn, that's dope. That's interesting. Like I've never heard someone tell me that before. That's what I mean. It's like very unique. Bang, baby, a new high. There we go. I just mentioned systems. That's sick though. That's even better. Like that makes them go like upright and all that. Speaking of nurse. My nurse will give me pain meds. That's crazy. Make sure if you guys didn't already, take a partial. We took our highest probability target. From here, everything is in the air. Right? So make sure you guys are 70% out at the minimum. Right? We're just taking what Price gave us, letting the rest run. We try to reduce infections and all patient harm. Oh wow. Leon, I'm gonna hit you up about something actually. I have a couple questions. This market is so good, bro. Kevin, did you meet up with Meg or no? He comes home tomorrow, I think. I saw you was at the baseball game, but I had to be up early to go. Damn. How's the flip going? It's almost done. That's fire, bro. That's hella fire. With all accounting, buying material, returning things, making sure the work is done right. Well, yeah, I feel you. Mm. Make sure you guys as well enter Demos' giveaway. It's in Greek, but you guys can translate the post and then just comment done. Um, it's on his Instagram. Like I said, more giveaways coming. When we prepare launch for this, we'll have like a launch day, and then we'll do giveaways with that too. So stay tuned. Make sure you guys are following my Instagram, Twitter. All right, we got a nice pump here. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Was that 50 points? A little over 50 points. Translate it for me. Go ask him in his chat. Check if he's in these longs. He should be live right now. Yeah, we can hop on call. I'm not gonna be on that long, to be honest. Hold up. Yeah,
Yo, one
yeah.
second. Let me. Like, how long is your delay on stream?
I don't know, a couple seconds.
Shit was a banger, bro. These markets are so good, bro.
I
I
know.
pray.
I
Like
know.
you know, like the difference between this week and like part of last week and like the past month. You know, it's been so much better.
No, I know. I know.
4 hour gap fill is probably what IQ's going for.
Yeah. 840 is what I have.
That'd be a nice target, yeah. And then there's another gap entry at 862.
Mm-hmm.
You remember how I told you how like my parents are trying to trade or whatever?
Yeah.
And whoever they're learning from, like they don't really like use stop losses for whatever reason. Bro, they're getting smoked right now, bro.
Damn.
Like bad.
Yeah, and you legally need a delay now because prop firms are coming after people
Oh
live trading
yeah.
signals. So
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
yeah.
But it's like, do they see it on the back end? Like if you execute at the same time and you guys
Yeah.
like consistently
Mm-hmm.
oh shit. But it's like what happens if people trade like pretty similarly?
Well, it's timing, something with timing. I don't know how they do it.
It's like randomly you just get fucking banned.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yes, sir, Dylan. Yes, sir. Mm-mm-mm. Dylan, did you take this? Mm-mm-mm. Damn, I might have to come out to Atlanta.
Why did it look fun?
Yeah, it kind of looked fire.
Yeah, it's different, bro. It's different. It's definitely like a smaller, more niche city. There's a lot of people here now though. Like recently there's been a lot more people coming.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, cool little spots here. Yeah, I saw Meg at the Battery and I was like, fuck, I should pull up, but I had the fucking floor scheduled. And I was like, fuck. I went to the game with them. I'm a big Braves fan, so
Damn, I don't like baseball at all. That's the. I think I said this before in the chat. I was like, it's a one sport you can smoke a cigarette and play the sport at the same time.
no, that's true. But I played baseball growing up. I think I told you this, but like I think that's the reason why I can enjoy it. I don't really like watching it though. I'm just an Atlanta sports fan in general, like the Hawks,
Yeah.
the Atlanta United, the Braves. I just want to see them succeed so we can have a parade in my city. Oh,
Nice.
nice, nice little
Nice.
pump. Let's go. That's a banger, bro.
I'm partialing out of one here, chat.
Order filled.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go. That's how we do it.
Yeah, it's been only up, bro. There's not even like a there's not even a good spot to like trail other than the one close to break even.
Back after week break feels good. Yeah, bro. I remember you were talking about that. I want to see
Yeah, Zeno,
840.
I think
Yep.
it is pretty. It was decently long. I noticed.
Well, I also wasn't reading the chat. I was scrolling on my phone. Unless you were
Nah,
looking at
like when
the
when I was
time.
connecting, when you called me on Discord, and then
Mm-hmm.
I heard it on live stream, it was a good minute.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Not a minute, like, but like it was a little bit.
Mm.
But live streams are like that though. Kind of sucks.
Yeah, I remember Twitch back in the day. That shit was OD.
And then they got better. You could stream with like a couple seconds, like 3 seconds now.
Yeah. I'll fix it.
It's crazy, bro. We was on like the streaming shit. Did you ever stream like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we were on that shit so early, bro.
I made my
Sometimes
I
like
made my first internet money from Twitch.
I remember the first guy that donated me $100. That was crazy. I was tweaking, bro. I was like 15, 16. Oh my god. Yo, $100 felt like fucking the dream, the American dream, bro.
I didn't I didn't get all that. I didn't get all that. I did
Yeah.
get more money in total, but it was through like just subs and bits. That's it. I never got like fat donations or donations
Dude, I
at
was
all.
never even an affiliate, bro. I don't know why people donated to me. Did they feel bad for this kid?
That's sick though.
Yeah. I remember the guy, he was cool. Like apparently the kid was loaded, like he's just rich. He's just sending money to people.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Sorry. I wish I was that generous. That was a good partial.
Yeah. I top ticked that shit. Since we're in such a premium, I'm not trailing my stop. I'm just keeping a break even. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, I'm probably gonna hop off here and just let this play out the rest of the session. Either break even or it hits us 840 and I'm all out. Really not much to it. Took a nap, miss entry. Damn.
A nap? A market open? For real? Oh, we gotta lock in, boys. What are we doing? Yo, chill.
Man woke up early.
Oh, Ansem. No.
I'll give it a few minutes. I think this is gonna pick up fast.
Yeah. I don't, because it really didn't have a retracement.
Mm-hmm.
If if we pick up from here, then it's a good trail spot, and then we leave.
And if this BPR invalidates, this gives just full confirmation it's just going 840.
Yeah. People pattern training that fucking inversion right there. Yo, fucking donuts, dude. We were all there one time, man. I wonder how it is like as a brand new person getting into ICT, because like we knew a little bit about I knew a lot, and I know you knew a good amount about the market before we even got into ICT. So it really wasn't that hard of a transition, just kind of understanding the concept.
Yeah.
Bro, if you yo, if you try to explain ICT to a brand new person, bro, they're like, what?
I know.
Because like supply and demand is pretty easy, right? Or like you can explain that pretty like well. And then supportive resistance, same thing, floor, roof, whatever. But you talk about a inversion fair value.
Yeah, I know.
They
Been up
look at you
since
crazy.
1 a.m. driving. Damn, bro, where are you driving to?
Where's Ansem going?
No, no. I can't imagine a new person like. I mean, bro, it's pretty simple if you have a good teacher to kind of teach you easily. Like if you watch
Yeah, teach you one
ICT
way too.
ICT himself, like you're gonna get so many different concepts. You're not gonna know where to even look at
Yeah,
all.
where to even start? Yeah, but like if you get like somebody like you, where you just teach them the model, teach them the
Yeah,
reversal model, the continuation. This is what you look for. Wait for the opening range. Or if you like, if draw super clear, like it's very simple in that standpoint. But if you try to watch ICT, bro,
yeah,
that's where the learning curve was. That's why it's so valuable for people to like just pay for information because they say you could get it for free, but bro, it's gonna take you a long time,
yeah.
long time.
15 minute. 15 minute looks pretty
How's
good.
Jersey?
Okay. It's pretty ass, honestly.
Wait, how's the weather? Is it cold still?
No, it's pretty warm. It's
Okay,
just,
cool.
it's just
At least it's warm.
I look outside my house. I see no one,
Which
no
is
one.
depressing, right?
Yeah,
Yo, anytime you go to a different country, bro, like it really opens your eyes. Like these people, like they actually live life, bro.
I
Like over
know,
here,
I
bro,
know.
you're you're a zombie, bro.
It's a joke. Sad, bro. I wish people were like Uber
Is
driving
that they
people to
can't,
airport.
bro? They can't.
Damn, ends up hustling.
What?
Uber driving people to airport. That's fire though. That's good. Bro, I
That's
did,
that's
I
good,
did,
Anton.
I did DoorDash when I was like 18.
I did DoorDash when my sister moved into a new area in Florida. I had
Hmm.
like drove down, I was like, bro, I'm finna learn this area, and you're gonna see me. I'm gonna sell real estate here. So I just DoorDash just to know the area. Like,
It's pretty smart.
yeah, like, and plus, like, I'm giving people food, but like, also, I'm finding new restaurants,
Hmm.
like, talking to people at the restaurants,
Hmm.
talking to the people I'm handing the food to, like a lot of shit. I mean, you really that's how you get your foot in the door and a lot of things, just yapping.
I was doing it when I was senior year in high school. My beater car, because it was just like I was working with my dad on the like in the summer and the weekends, and like during the week I wanted to make money. Like the weekends weren't cutting it,
Mhm.
so that's what I started doing after school during like COVID era.
So funny. Everybody has their hustle, fucking their hustle story,
Mm-hmm.
and people are still in it.
80 degrees this week. Yeah, it is gonna be warm this week. We should plan a meetup. We gotta plan one.
Concept is in Jersey.
There's a couple people nearby.
Oh, Jersey LARPers, bro. I can't stand y'all.
Damn, ES is strong. Just flipping back to ES now.
Oh shit. Yeah, hold on. YM is starting to turn too. That's good. And Q's kind of the one that's just whatever. Well, this move did its purpose. Now we're just seeing how much we're gonna make.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what else? What else? Like did you, bro? I know some people like they like donated like plasma and shit because they didn't have money.
No, I didn't do all that. I
Okay, nah, that's OD. I was like, hold on, bro. That's kind of crazy.
no, that's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. Bro's like, bro, I don't got gas money, bro. Like, I gotta donate my blood, bro.
Oh, that's
Fuck.
crazy.
But yeah, people got some crazy stories. I know for me, it was when I was learning how to trade and like trying to become profitable and then actually seeing a little bit of profits. I was like, I was so bad. I used to work overnight in Amazon, bro. Oh, overnight at Amazon, stay,
I
pull up
remember
an
that.
all
I remember
nighter.
that.
Yeah, I'll pull up an all nighter, fucking trade the AM session, go to sleep midday, go to the gym, go to work again. Oh, that was so bad. That was nuts. You remember me on Amazon? Wait, what?
Yeah, I remember that when you first started trading.
Yeah, when I first started trading, dude.
Yeah.
I remember, and all that money, I was just blowing through it because it was live accounts, bro.
Yep.
So I was basically a zombie, a slave to Amazon, and then fucking, like I couldn't get out this like the zombie work because I was just blowing my accounts like crazy. And there's one
Yeah.
and one no like $50 eval, like
No, I know.
yeah, that was real out the mud.
Right now we're seeing price pick up. This is good. You guys had it easy.
Oh no,
Yeah.
for sure, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. Not not to say like we sound like so weird when we say that, but like it's so true, bro. Funded accounts weren't a thing. And you would get your $700 that were in your bank, $800 that was in your bank, put in a live account, probably blow it that week, and then you're
Well,
just
I think he's
so
referring.
depressed.
I think he's referring to like the fact that we had like parents that like put a roof over our head and stuff like that, and like we were able to
Oh,
work to blow accounts and then work again to blow accounts instead of having to worry about like you know life expenses and shit like that. Because it's
yeah.
true,
I mean,
it's
that's true.
true, it's true, bro. Not everybody has that. That's the
Yeah, that's
truth.
true. That is very true.
Like, yeah, okay, 18, but I'm talking about like, bro, there's some kids starting trading at like 15, 14. Their parents don't support it. Then when they grow older, they kick them
That's
out. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like I never I always tell anybody that tries to get into trading, don't ever say that you're trading or don't ever talk about it, bro, honestly. It's so hard to do
yeah,
that because it's like it's such a new thing to you and you like want to say something about it, but nobody's ever going to understand you, plus a lot of people don't support it.
yeah,
Which in my case it was different, bro. In my case it was definitely a blessing where Pops was like, "Go for it. You got it." Mom was kind of weird about it, but she was like, "Whatever,
yeah.
make money."
And bro, that's the thing when you're blowing thousands in live accounts when you're learning. Oh my god, bro,
Yeah, and they
thousands,
see that, bro. Yo, like
thousands.
because I remember my account used to be joint, like it used to be like a teenager account. So my dad would see, yo, my dad would see my payout or my paycheck hit, and then like one day, the next pay would be like fucking $20, bro, because it was deposited into the brokerage, and then that shit just never came back in.
It's crazy. That's how it is, man. That's what we had to deal with.
Yeah. I remember when I started making money, that's when my pops was like, "All right, bro, like you gotta start paying electricity.
Yeah.
Give me $700 a month for rent." I'm like, "Damn, bro, like, I just started making money." But I don't know. I feel like that really, for me at least, it really helped me not like go crazy on stupid shit.
Yeah.
I could have bought a new car and fucking maybe like a couple $1,000 watch or but like it's just I don't know. I used to wear like gallery department. Like when I went to
Yeah.
Greece, I used to have like fucking streetwear shit, like expensive shit. Cause I used to sell all that shit. But now, bro, I'm just like, honestly, black t-shirt, shorts,
For real.
bro. Honestly, you catch me with my toes out, bro. I don't really care no more.
I was down 68K before I started chipping away. Damn.
68K.
I think my peak was like 25.
I could even I gotta calculate that shit, bro. I don't really know how much I was down. I don't think it was nearly as much as like
I
not
noticed
from me
that
working.
when adults start, or like just even our age, I consider adult because 23 you start making money no matter what. Like you're making money because you're working every day. Like people who are older than like compared to someone who starts at like 18, they tend to lose a lot less money than someone who's like 21, 22, 23 working
Oh, they're
full time.
reckless. They really
Yeah.
try to like push
Yeah.
it. They try to get rich for
Yeah.
real.
It's not even that. It's just that they have the ability to spend all like okay, the thing that both people have, the traits, is that they're going to spend all their money they have to put into trading. The 23-year-old makes a lot more money from his job, is able to work full time, and even if it's minimum wage, he's still just putting all his money in compared to someone who's like 17, 18, like they work minimal hours, maybe they're in college and they have 400 bucks coming in a week, maybe at the tops, and they're putting all their money. They're still going to be learning the same lessons because they're both going through the process. It's just that the younger one has a lot less ability to spend a lot less, if that makes sense. That's why we spent a lot less learning compared to like adults who have the same education stuff. They just have the ability to spend a lot more, and they do. They burn through money faster. Does that make sense?
I feel like yeah, for sure. But like also I feel like when you're older, you're kind of more aware of like life more in a
Yeah.
sense. So you spend more, but like also like I don't think it hurts as much as like some 18-year-old just blowing all his money.
Well,
I don't know.
that's
Unless
the
you're like a big
that's the
DJ.
factor. That's the factor of the process, right? Is they both go through um just
Their own pain, yeah.
complete, yeah, they're all the same level of pain, right? A 18-year-old losing 18K, 20K hurts the same as maybe a 23-year-old losing 40K, right? Or 30-year-old losing 60K, right? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, it's levels. Yeah. I can- Yo, remember we were playing Fortnite and I had made all that money? And yo, bro, this is my biggest. This is bro. When those taxes hit, bro, like, oh my god, yo, I was in such a bad spot because I don't even know, bro. Like, nobody told me about taxes for real, bro.
Oh my god.
Yo, I remember I did my taxes, bro, and I had like I remember I had traveled a good amount when I was like really young. I was like going to clubs, like fucking 18, 19-year-old fucking going to clubs and being dumb. And I remember when the tax hit, bro, I was like, oh, I owed how much? I was like, yo, I don't even got this, yo. I think your eyes open up a little bit more when you have to go on an IRS payment plan, bro.
Scale of pain. Yeah, yeah. I was trying to find the way to word it.
Yeah, scaling pain. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
But yeah,
You
it's
never had a
true.
problem with taxes?
Um, no, knock on wood.
Dude, yeah. I mean, nah, you're pretty educated now to the point where you're gonna be fine, but unless yeah, let me not say that. But for me, bro, I was just dumb, bro.
It happens, bro.
Yeah, it's yo, when you get a mail, like a letter from the mail and it says IRS, bro, you're cooked. You're so cooked, beyond cooked.
Oh god. Nope,
Bro, I remember like and I was late because it was like delivering to the restaurant instead of my house. So like I never got it until like later.
yeah.
They were like, "You better set up your payment plan before we take you to court." It was bad, bro. It was really bad.
Sheesh. All right, chat. I'm probably gonna hop off and just let this play out. 840 or break even stop. I'm not gonna even bother to trail with just the one runner. Just let this go, and that'll be it from today. Learning shit was like 12. My father sent me down, went through taxes with me 1 year, like the family's tax stuff before he sends you the accountant. Oh damn, that's some good education.
That's some great education.
Damn.
You know, like
Anyway,
I feel like my yeah.
oh
Go ahead, man.
continue. Oh continue.
Like my dad was pretty good at giving advice, but I don't know why he didn't tell me anything about taxes. I think he just wanted me to learn, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's kind of like the teaching where it's like, yeah, fall on your face and fuck up a bunch of times, and you'll learn the hard way.
Yeah,
So I think
felt
that's
that.
what it was for me. Yeah.
Anyway,
All right, my brother.
I will catch you guys in the stream later. Take care, everybody. Peace.